Are you ready for battling wizards making goblins run up to the top of a tower? This is the game that will excite you and keep your little ones busy for quite a while.
Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Magic Hill is a children's game from Ravensburger, and I feel like it's a little bit of a step up game. So instead of having a roll and move mechanism, you're going to play cards from your hand. The first card will tell you which one of your guys you will move, and the other two cards that you may play will tell you how far of a distance they can move. And you can play one or two additional cards for movement purposes. And you're trying to race to get to the top. Now the game does have some luck in it, and the more players, the more luck I feel like it has in it, which is fine for a children's game. It's a little bit of a race game, and there are some things where you have to like get on the exact spot on the exact number. So you can't, if you move 6, you can't move 5 and get where you want to be. That would speed the game up a little bit and possibly not make it work. It's an okay game. I mean, it wasn't something that we were crazy about. The components are pretty darn good for a children's game, although they're a little dated now. I don't think they hold up quite as well as they probably did upon release, although they are really nice compared to what you're going to get in a mass market game. As for a children's game, it's okay. The kids liked it. My kids weren't crazy about it. It wasn't one they were clamoring to play over and over, which is why we're going to go ahead and purge this one. There are so many great children's games on the market once you get past Target and Walmart or your local mass market big box store. There are a lot of fantastic games. So to get up into the echelon, you are going to need to definitely bring it. And I'm not sure Magic Hill brings it. It's an okay game. It's a fun game. You can find it at a bargain price. I think you would enjoy it. I would actually be interested to see this game re-released and tweak a few things for it. Magic Hill is a purge for us. Here's Magic Hill by Ravensburger. You can see the wizards battling with the goblins moving up. You'll get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. You're going to have this board, which I just keep all together. So it's nice 3D plastic boards. Very cool. You're going to have a few of these that will go around the outside of it. These are nice cardboard. You're going to have this tower that will sit in the center of the board. These right here, not fantastic. I'm not happy. These are plastic little doohickeys. You're going to get a couple of tiles. These are pretty cheap, very thin, and a number of cards that will be in here. Different artwork. It repeats sometimes. A little small for smaller cards, not too bad. Components overall, very good. Here's the rule book. It's black and white. It's a bunch of different languages in here, so I'm just going to jump to English, which will be in the middle of the book. It's black and white. Get a picture of setup of here with the components listed out, with the contents right here, aim of the game, and then setup will be here with the rules starting here. I don't like that it's all on this page. It's very convoluted, but they were trying to save space, I suppose. How to move, it's going to be the main gist of what you're doing in the game. Then what some of the tiles we're doing end of game. That's it. So really, the rules start here and really kind of end through here with the movement and then explanation and how to win. So very easy. Probably can read this in 10, 15 minutes and be up and playing. I didn't have a whole lot of issues. It's a children's game, so it's not that difficult. So setup's pretty easy. You're going to have your board set up. I'm going to put the tower in the center where you're trying to reach. These tokens will be put out, just ensuring there's a secret passage on the top row here. The green ones will go over the little spots for them. Everybody will take their 5 goblins, which are these little plastic pieces, and you can randomly put them out wherever you choose, but you can only start on 3 of the 4 villages. So once everybody has done that, you are set up and you're ready to start playing the game. Everybody's going to receive 3 of these cards that you can play on your turn. You can play 2 or 3 of them. So the first card you play, so let's say I played this 2, that will tell you which goblin you will move. Each of these will have a different number of pips on them. This one has 4. So if I played the 2, that's who I would be playing as. I'd be choosing the 2 as the first card that I play. Then the second card will be how many spaces I can move. Now, landing on the spot with the exact number of numbers is important. So if I wanted to go another one, I could spin the other one if I so chose and move 1, 2, 3, gaining this tile of the location that I landed on. So I would gain this and flip it over and see what it is. I'll come back to this in just a moment, but just know if you land on a blank spot, nothing happens. If you land on a magic stone, you would gain one of those. And in each of these, there's going to be a whole bunch of these things that they can do. If you were to land on another goblin, let's say, then you would land on top of it, and it can't move until you move. So the storm one would turn all the chips that are face up down. You have one like this as a trap. It makes you descend down to another level if you were to land there. The bird is a raven. The player who turns over a raven chooses another player who then has to give up a magic stone. That could be something. Then you also have these secret passages. That's how you get up from level to level. You got a goblin here. If one of your goblins meets a shocking ghost, he must immediately return to a village of his choice. You go back to the beginning. Now, if you want to move up from location to location, let's do this example again. You can either use one of these secret passages that you have, or if he landed on top of himself or another goblin, then he could play a card and move up to this location here, moving up a level. Remember, you're trying to get all the way up to here. So the game kind of pushes everybody to kind of be on the same level because you can't move up without the help of somebody else. In order to win, you have to reach this summit, which means you need to have another person here in order to move up. So maybe something like this would have to occur. Remember, you have to have the exact number of spots, or maybe an opponent would be there and you're able to piggyback off them in order to get up here and get the tower. That's how you play Magic Hill. Who should buy this game? This game is definitely going to be for little kids. Somebody who's ready to take that jump from roll and move and maybe do something a little bit more interesting with the card play. The hand management in the game is very interesting. I would probably say 5 and up, 5 or 6, depending on your kid, would be a great age to add this game in. This is something I would call a bargain purchase. This is a game you would purchase if you can get it at a bargain. Not necessarily one of the higher echelon children games, but a very fun experience just the same. And it's one I'm going to be purging, but one I would tell you not to sleep on either.